Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2604, maybe 05. I don't know. Today's date is 4th of October 2022. वाजले आता रात्रीचे almost 10 वाजत आहे. Okay, so recently I watched a movie trailer. I don't know. It's about a movie named Adipurush, Adipurush. I don't know. uh, in this movie they say that uh, they they almost like put lot of money means almost like 500 crore rupees. It was very massive amount of money. It's just like a very big money. Okay, but I just feel like that ki this trailer, it just feel like really cartoon. Yeah, it's just like so much cartoon. Like basically what I'm trying to tell you is that this movie trailer is actually like I don't know yaar. uh, I don't know, like my mind is saying something and I wanted to say something really different. Okay, what is exactly you wanted to say? Okay, let's just go from the fact and let's just tell all those things. Okay, since the covid is happened, okay, from 2022, almost like everything became really normal. Okay, so after post covid, okay, there are so many movies. I'm talking about Bollywood movies. So many movies are released. Okay, and it's kind of like and some of those movies are so massive. Okay, like I haven't really seen kind of like so many VFX Bollywood movies came in just in year. Okay, like basically, like I haven't really seen kind of like a really big blockbuster VFX movies is um actually in India they are releasing. No, there it's kind of like a very few. Okay, like basically there is a Ravan, maybe Zero, or maybe Robot. Okay, it's kind of like a once in a year, or maybe twice in a year. Okay, but after the covid, almost like every movie is kind of like a very gigantic. Okay, the set and the everything, it just like it just felt like that they are putting lot of effort, not the effort, but they are putting lot of effort for making this movie. But unfortunately every movie this year, every movie is failing. Every movie, like basically there is a one movie, there is a two movie, I know three movie actually, but Pushpa is actually released on last year, at the end of the year, so basically it belongs to the 2021. But there is a two movie named RRR and KGF 2. Okay, those are the movie. Be- Except those movies, every movie is failing. Each and every one movies are failing. Okay, and some of those movies are kind of like a very big. Okay, some of the movies are kind of like a very big name, big star, big graphics, big, it just like it kind of like a feel something really upgraded version of Bollywood scene, and they are failing movies after movies, day after day, month after month, and every Friday they are releasing and they are just drop. Like it's just like what the fuck is happened. Okay, what the fuck is happened with the Bollywood? Okay, I'm not talking about the Bollywood and things like that. It's just like everyone knows about the, like basically I don't know, like okay, just talk about okay why this Bollywood movies are failing. Okay, first of all is that na ki the, like, the main important part of the person, the main important thing in this factor is this thing is the audience. Okay, like basically every creator or every director or every person makes some sort of a content for its viewer. Okay, it's kind of like a really basic importance. Okay, like basically I'm just giving you such an example. Okay, so Christopher Nolan makes a movie about Tenet. Okay, So this movie is kind of like a very sci-fi, it's kind of like, it just kind of like you cannot understand when you watch the first time. Okay, so this movie belongs to the whose person? This movie belongs to the person who is actually scientist. They are kind of like a something really big brain. Okay, obviously they are richer and something like that. Yeah, basically is that key. If you have kind of like a very powerful knowledge, then obviously you are, I'm talking about the wider perspective. So you actually become some, you actually something kind of like a really rich person. Okay, so that's why this uh, Tenet movie is meant for those people, like a scientist and kind of like those. Okay, as a Bollywood film, okay, I'm talking about just this example is this Adipurush. Okay, this, so basically as a Bollywood film, okay, it actually meant for those viewer who is actually kind of like a really not that educated. Okay, like yeah, like some of the some of, like basically in India now we have feel so much diversity means like that ki we can see some of the people are so educated, so higher, so rich. Okay, but in other hand, India, I can see there is some sort of people are so poor they cannot afford uh, two times of meal. Okay, but in US, Europe, or some other country, you cannot see the beggar, you cannot see so many richer, you see the everyone is looking at same. Okay, but in India we have so much amount of diversity. Okay, it is kind of like it's a top to bottom. Okay, so it's kind of like and most of the people, like basically if you say almost like a 15 to 25% of the people are actually rich, they can understand everything. Okay, and then after almost like a 75%, 50% is kind of like a middle class, and then 25% is lower class. Okay, so basically this movie, this Adi Purush, okay, this movie belongs to those viewers. Okay, they are not properly understand the things and everything. Okay, so basically when you watch something, maybe I just when you watch this teaser and things like that, you feel something really awful, you feel like this is really pathetic. Why you feel like that? Because you are not meant to be in those category, like you like, yeah, I'm not talking about the money I earn, I'm talking about the what is your mentality basically. Okay, so is that thing ki my mentality is set for kind of like I set up my brain for this standard ki this is something really good. Okay, like Tenet, okay, or something like a Marvel movies or something like that. Those movies are setting up a standard that this is the perfect. Okay, and when I see something really lower, I feel that ki, this is something really bad. Okay, why I compare those things? Because of that ki I seen those movies, so I understand those. But some of those people in India, they didn't really watch something really Marvel movies or something like that, so they didn't really know about those things. Okay, for them perspective, the Adi Purush graphics is kind of like really massive, but I just feel like that ki this graphics is so pathetic, literally. Yeah, so it's just kind of like a very difficult. Okay, so that's why as a maker they are actually make a movie from that wider perspective, who is actually not eligible to understand what is best and what is not. Okay, they just watch movie and cut them. Okay, and that is the source of the movie, like basically is that key, and and it just like that key. There is a one thing, another thing is that, okay, this is the problem about the audience now. Okay, so let's just set that key your movie is actually meant for the target audience, so make a movie for the target audience. Like basically Zoya's movie, I like the Zoya movie. Zoya Akhtar movie, she make movies about travel, she makes movie about something that friendship and things like that, like a Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Those are kind of like movies are, they are not dead. Okay, like even if I watch those movies right now, I just feel really good because this movie is alive all the time. This Adi Purush movie, or maybe this Brahmastra movie, just like, I don't know, this movie is dead. Literally, just like I cannot even watch this movie again. Not even like basically, if I am the star cast, I cannot even watch this movie. It's just like the fuck. It's not okay. Like basically, okay, let's talk about the Zoya's movie. Okay, Zoya's movie is like a जिंदगी ना मिलेगी वो नोबारा दोबारा दिल चाहता है या गली बॉय. Okay, some of those movies are actually meant for the target audience. They are not meant for the everyone. They meant for the target audience. Okay, like basically just talk about the जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. Zedam India, this movie belongs to such a people who is actually from India but higher society. Okay, so that's why most of the people like that movie, because this movie is make for those people, not for those less educated people. So basically we like those movies, and actually as a middle class family, they didn't really watch this movie. Okay, because of that they didn't really understand those things. So it's just like that, yeah. But unfortunately, what I'm trying to tell you ki this movie doesn't perform so much good in the box office, because of that ki this movie is not belongs to the middle class and lower class. But unfortunately, this movie is best for the high class society. High class society means I'm not talking about the rich and things. I'm talking about the in mentality, like what is your mentality. Okay, like basically as a beggar or some as a beggar or a bhikari, just kind of like he can think something really higher standard. Okay, but as a doctor or kind of like a really lawyer, his thinking is so narrow, he is kind of like a begin something really very lower class. So I'm talking about the mentality. What is your mentality, what is your standards? Okay, so this is all this thing represent. Okay, but somehow the creator of the movie, they are actually making movie for not particular audience, they are making for the bigger audience. Okay, and that's why these movies fail again and again and again and again. Okay, so what is the problem, like how should we solve those things? There is a one thing. Okay, I'm saying is that ki this is the fever. Okay, like basically what is exactly happened almost like a uh, year ago. Okay, there is a name character name Sushant Singh Rajput was die. Okay, he hang himself. Okay, and and basically is that ki the blame goes for the nepotism. Okay, yeah, this is actually a very big problem in India too, but I don't know, I don't want to relate with this thing or not, but let's talk about it. Okay, so basically this murder mystery or whatever it is, okay, it relate with that nepotism ki in Bollywood industry is actually filled with the nepotism. And what is nepotism? Nepotism means like that ki if my father is a Bollywood film star or something like that, so I will become a film star. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so basically is that ki uh, there is like what I'm trying to tell you ki in every other field of work, okay, you have to prove yourself. Like basically is that ki standard 1 to 10 you have to pass, then 11 12 you have to pass, then if you wanted to go to engineering, go to the entrance exam and then go to the engineering college. In the engineering college there is some sort of attempt, there is some sort of semester, you have to try fail again and again, and then there is a thing that ki the campus will there and they will hire a person and then will hire you and then you will work in some sort of engineering sector. So that is a process. Okay, but in the Bollywood film industry there is no process. Okay, if you wanted to be director and if you are and if your father is a kind of like a star, you just became a star. Yeah, that's it. Okay, like your father is a star, so you just became a star, that's it. You don't need anything eventually. Yeah, like basically there is a actor named Sanjay Dutt. He passed, I don't know, he just did some sort of studies and then after that this guy is so bad. Like this guy is actually cocaine, drugs and things like that, but still after that he is kind of like a really bigger star. And as also this guy is actually just like so many cases for he is actually weapon, he provide a weapon for Atangwadi, whatever it is, okay. But this person is not good. This person is not meant for kind of like a something like a Bollywood star. But still, in India, it work, and it actually it today's work as well also. Like basically, is that ki, um, basically there is so many like what is his name? Brahmastra, Rajiv Kapoor, Sanjeev Kapoor, Ranbir Kapoor, sorry, Ranjiv Kapoor, yes. So this guy is, yeah, obviously he is from Kapoor family. So yeah, and there are so many people. They are actually belongs to the Varun Dhawan, yes, and then so many are like just like that. Ki, yeah, like I haven't seen like I there are so many few people. They are actually wanted to be actor. They wanted to be filmmaker, and they the number of those people are very less in Bollywood film industry. Okay, in India, film is actually by because of this Bollywood star like Salman Khan ki movie, Shah Rukh Khan ki movie, or Sanjay Dutt ki movie, or Amir Khan ki movie. Yeah, they didn't really sell movie by movie. They sell movie by the star. So basically, in India, the star value is so much more than movie. So that is actually a very big factor. Okay, so when this thing happened, then like the star, the person who is actually act in this film, he actually charged kind of like a really 50 to something like a 60% of the budget of the movie. It's kind of like a very heavy amount of money. Like basically, if you say 500 crore rupees, so if I'm say 500 crore rupees means like that ki uh, 250 or maybe 300 crore rupees just for the star cast. 300, almost like 60% of the budget. Then 200 crore rupees for the rest of the people. For in there are so many VFX artists and everything, they all are including just 200 crore rupees. So this is, and it will affect on the production of the quality of the film as also. Like basically when you see the movie, the VFX is so bad, literally just like that ki I am a YouTuber. If I see YouTuber, whatever it is, I am uploading video. I watch my video 10 times. Okay, and then after that I upload. Okay, I just so much scared. Okay, this movie, this teaser is so bad. I don't know. They like basically they watch this teaser before they upload. I don't know. Like basically everyone feel really bad, but they upload, and and people are comment about this is so cartoon, and yes it is so bad, dude. It's just like fuck, dude, it is so bad, literally. Yeah, but there is a good thing is that ki people are trying. Okay, like I know people are failing, but people are trying. The creator, the Bollywood film industry, they are trying to pushing their limits. Okay, like I haven't seen kind of like a really so many graphical movie or kind of like a graphics movie in every year, but it's just like that. From after post COVID, I seen so many movies they have kind of like a very graphics, they have so many cool VFX graphics and everything. Yeah, it's good, and they are failing, yes, because of that key. Like basically if you wanted to, and this is the first time they are doing this thing, so yeah, they have to failing. It's just same thing. Like basically if you wanted to drive a bicycle, you fall several times, so this is the same thing. Okay, you don't have to worry about that thing. Okay, it's kind of like a bit really common. Okay, and that is kind of like a process. Okay, like they are failing, they are trying, they're failing, they're trying, failing, but somehow some certain period of time they are improving themselves, and they are trying to impress. They are actually making this thing something really much bigger. So it's really good. Okay, like basically this is the steps to become better. Okay, so that is really great. Okay, so you have to appreciate that thing. Even they are failing still, but it's good. Okay, like basically you cannot compare with the perfect. Okay, like perfect is always be a perfect, but if you have to be there, if you have to achieve a perfection, it's a process. You have to go through from lower to medium to higher. It's not just go to the higher. No, it didn't really work at all. So yeah, so be good, okay, and be appreciated for all those things they are trying, and it's great. So yes, but like I am actually talking about almost, wait, did I stop recording? 0 zone 0993, 0 zone 0993. No, it's recording. Okay, so what is really happened today? Today I wake up at morning. Usually I'm waking up at morning at 6 a.m. Yeah, 6:30 a.m. And that is because of that ki my sleep is not done. Okay, like basically I sleep at 12 a.m. Okay, so 12 a.m. to 6 a.m, it's almost like a 6 hours. Okay, sometimes I sleep maybe 1 a.m. So averagely I sleep at 1 a.m. Okay, so 1 a.m. to 6 a.m, so that means I sleep just a 5 hours. Okay, and it will affect me during the my workflow. Like in the afternoon I wanted to sleep, and I cannot control myself, so I try to sleep, but it did affect my work. So uh why are you wake up at I don't know, yeah, I usually wake up at morning, so try to sleep early. Yeah, I have to try to sleep early. I don't know, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying today. I will trying, yes. So this is it. This is the end. Everything is good, is fine. All right, thank you, by the way, thanks.